While the TI's warming up, we'll show you how to do it manually. Let's first build the distribution for the payout of betting on one number in craps. Okay? So you've got the payout, and you've got the chance of that payout. So if you bet on one number, like Christy's husband, awesome. What does he always bet on?
Black. Yeah, one number.
Oh, he bets on black. Okay, that one is actually the next question in your quiz. So we'll get back to that one. Good, or red or black. I forget which one I use, but they're the same. Here we go. There's two payouts in roulette if you bet on any single number. $34 and -$1. Let's make sure we understand why you get those two payouts. When you go to Vegas, any game has a something to one payout. They will tell you what the payout is. The payout on getting one number correct in a roulette is 35 to 1. That means for every dollar you bet, they will hand you back 35 if you win. Do you see why it's 34 though? Because you paid $1 to play the game. So that's a loss. Business people call this bookkeeping. I call it just being commonsensical, right? Commonsensical. Anyway, we'll get that to 243. So it's $34 is what you would clear, what you would profit if you won betting on a single number. -1 is what you would profit if you bet on a single number and lost, because you would lose your ante. You'd win $0 minus the $1 in, you're at $1 in the hole. Fair enough? Fair enough. Believable? Maybe. Okay, good. Now, I think you guys were getting the probabilities of these pretty successfully. What's the chance of winning in this under this assumption? 1 in 38. Which means the chance of losing is everything else. Pretty good chance of losing, huh? Yeah. Now, one thing you can always check, squeaky. One thing you can always check, in order for this to be a proper distribution, these have to sum up to 1. Because either you win or you lose. Those are the only two things. Unless the ball jumps out of the table or something, but that doesn't count. It's a do-over. It's a mulligan. So you're either going to win or you're going to lose. The probabilities have to sum to 100%. That's one thing we'll get into a lot in 243, those of you making that journey with me. Cool? So that's the distribution. That's the first question. Get that set up. And all 4 of these situations have one of those. Do this, do this, do this. Then I asked you to find the average of that distribution. So this is a weighted average. Don't overthink it. It's a weighted average. Remember how to do a weighted average? Data times frequency plus data times frequency. Now, I think what's throwing you off a little bit, and we'll do this together, don't forget the unit. This is $34. So, $34 is going to be 1/138th of the time. $34 is 1/138th of the time. So roughly, think about it this way, if we play the game 38 times, on average, we're going to win doing this 1 out of the 38 times. That's an average, right? It doesn't mean if you play it 37 times and you've lost all 37, you're due. It's a game of chance. You're most likely not going to win the next round. But that's what it means on average over time. Plus, you've got a -$1 times 37 out of 38. Yes? Which means the other 37 out of 38 times, you're throwing $1 at the dealer and not getting anything back. You should! What you will learn after today is not that you shouldn't go to Vegas. It's that you shouldn't go to Vegas with the expectation you're going to come back richer. Oh, yeah. That's all. More on that when we finish. More on that when we finish. That's a very good point. So it's 34/38. Now remember, this is dollars, yes? This is dollars. So you've got 34/38 minus 37/38. Everybody following that? I'm just doing some fractional work here because I can't do this in my head. I can't knock these fractions down in my head. I want to need your TIs to do this for me. So I did 34 times 1/38. That's 34/38. And then I've got 37/38, which gives me -3/38, doesn't it, right? Yeah. 34. What is that as a decimal? Just put 33/38 into your TI. What do you get?
Yeah, it's -78 cents.
Negative.
Was it 78 cents?
That's 7.8 cents.
Oh, gotcha.
You get this, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You get that, right? Which means, on average, you are going to lose 7.8 cents every time you play this game. Now remember, you're betting $1, right? You're you're betting $1, you can't actually lose 8 cents. But you can average a loss of 8 cents, which means you're losing your money very slowly, right? This is about an 8-cent loss per game. Yes? That makes sense? You guys buying this?
That's only if you're betting $1, right?
That's if you're betting $1.
Okay.
But you will lose 8 cents for every dollar you bet. So if you bet 2, you lose 16. If you bet 3, you lose 24. Good. So Josh has got, and that's why I made the antes be $1 for all these games. Because they usually give them to you as out of $1 bet. You're going to win this much. You'd also get paid 70 to 2, right? If you bet $2. Instead of 35 to 1, it's 70 to 2. But you're still losing the same amount. You're losing 8 cents loss. You're losing an 8 cent. You're losing 8 cents per game for every dollar bet. Which essentially means this is how they make change for you at the roulette table. You walk up and hand them $1, and they hand you back 92 cents. Have a nice day. You walk away. That's what roulette is. It's a way of making change for $1 where you leave 8 cents behind.
How does that amount to 8 cents?
I rounded it off. I rounded that up to 0.08. Remember, that's $1 amount. This would be the dollars, which there are $0, yes?
Yeah.
Then there are 0.1 of cents, and that's 7 cents. But since it's 8, I rounded it up to 8. You guys are giving me a very good idea for a prerequisite quiz for next term. Thank you. Good. Good. You are. Thank you for that. I appreciate this. This class is being built as we speak, and I appreciate the information. So you're losing 8 cents per game. There you go. Fair? You guys buy that? Cool. Ask me questions.
I have a
Rick?
question unrelated to this, but related to what you were just talking about.
Please.
You told us that you guys were rebuilding some of the entry classes instead of having to take like 60, 65.
Yes.
and stuff built
58, 98, I believe we're going to call them.
So does that mean when people would do their tests into college, they'd be placed in one of those?
In one of those classes, yes. Yes. Yeah, that's the, and see, as you guys
I'm
are
just
telling me.
thinking I probably could have skipped a couple of classes.
Oh, yeah. Well, once we get these classes done, it'll be a much more streamlined idea. You'll get through your developmental and 105 in 1 year, as opposed to 2 years.
That's all.
Yeah, it is. It's overdue, is what it is. And the thing is about it, though, if I asked this whole little discussion we just had about what .078 means, that would stymie a Math 251 student, honestly. If I asked a Math 251 student to do this calculation, it would probably stymie them too. And that makes me sad. That makes me sad. We're Americans. We should understand how to do stuff like this, you know? Like understanding your health insurance, or understanding your life insurance, or your car insurance, or Vegas for that matter. So, I'm glad we're doing it too, Rick. Thank you. Does this make sense, friends? You buying this? So, does it? Now, I think I put down there, what does that average mean? Now, you know it means that there's an 8 cent loss. Why is there an 8 cent loss on average per game?
Oh, why?
Why? No, this is not a question. It's just, I want to talk it out with you. Why is there an 8 cent loss per game?
So you can make money.
Because Vegas needs to keep its lights on 24/7, 365. They got to keep that fountain in front of the Bellagio getting water in it so they can put, they can waste water. That's how they make their money. This is how they make their money. It's the same thing as when you go to the movies. When you go to the movies, do you expect to come out with more money than you walked in?
Oh.
No, but you had that experience, that entertainment experience, correct? That's what spinning a roulette wheel is, a very small, short entertainment experience that you pay for. And that's how much you pay on average per game. Fair? Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's have some more fun with the other. There's different kinds of bets. There's different kinds of bets. That's why I'm